Unit 6 Learning Target Number 9. Read and create dot plots. Let's begin with what a dot plot is. What is a dot plot? Well, surprisingly enough, it is a plot involving a bunch of dots. I know you're surprised. I know I caught you off guard, but hang in there. A dot plot is a statistical chart, so it's a way to chart data. It's a statistical chart consisting of data points plotted on a number line. So here we have our number line. We're going from 45 to 52, it looks like, on this number line, even though there's not a 52 marked here. This is the number of boxes, right? So the number of boxes is on the left. So we have 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box, etc. maybe. And this is the number of matches per box. So we're thinking of a match box like this. It has all the matches lying inside of it. And here's what we have. 45 matches per box. There were about 1 of these. So we can assume there's a 1 here and a 2 here, because usually when you do this, you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. all the way up there counting by 2s. So this looks like we had 1 box that had 45 matches in it. In this case, we had about 3 boxes that had 47 matches in it. But right over here, we had the biggest number of boxes of matches in a box at 50. So most of our boxes had right around 50. A lot had 49, but most of them had 50 matches. And that is a way to look at and measure our center. And that is a quick way to find things with our dot plot. If you notice here, we can take our data and find the range by taking the greatest number minus the smallest number. So let's talk about how to make a dot plot. Okay, so now let's take some time and create a dot plot here. Here we have the heights of 20 basketball players in inches that are given below. And we're going to make a dot plot using the number line. So here's our number line. And we'll begin by counting the number of each data item. So we'll start with the smallest one. Here we have 168. We'll go along here and we'll see that there are no more 68. So we'll push a slash through that there. 68, there's only 168. And we'll put a dot right there. Are there any 69s? No 69s, but we do have 1, 2, 3, 3 70s. So we'll put 3 dots there. 1, 2, 3 dots in our 70s. There's a 71. There's 1 of those and 2 of those. So 2 71s. 1, 2. Doesn't look like there are any 73s. No 74s, but we do have some 75s. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 75s. So we'll put 5 of those there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No 76s. Doesn't look there's any 76 there. There's a 77. So we have 1 of those. And no 79s, but it looks like we have some 80s. 1, 2, 3 80s. So 1, 2, 3 80s. 181, 182, 183, and 184. Oh, and it looks like I missed one. I missed an 80 right there. So I need to scratch through that 80 and add 1, 2, 3, add 1 more there to give us 4 of those. Now this is our dot plot, and we're complete, but we can use this dot plot to answer some questions. First of all, what is the spread or the range of the data? And we can tell that very quickly with a dot plot. We can see here is our least data item, and here's our greatest data item, and these are our upper and lower extremes, and we simply subtract those two, and that will give us our answer. So 84 minus 68. And we have to borrow 1 to get our 14 there. I have to borrow 1 from 7. 14 minus 8 is 6. That leaves us with 1 right over there. What is the spread or the range? The range is 16. Now, what is the mode? What is the mode of the data? Remember that the mode is the most. Well, the one that has the highest number of data items, the greatest number of data items, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is at 75. So the mode is 75. And finally, how many players are greater than 70 inches tall? Well, it's pretty easy to tell this when we look at it like this. The players that are greater than 70 inches are all to the right of 70. We don't include the players who are 70. We count the ones that are greater. So we get 1, 2, plus 5 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 players that are larger than 70 inches tall. Okay, well, let's try one more example, and this time let's use a stem and leaf plot to create our dot plot. Now, a stem and leaf plot is a little bit different than some of the other things you've seen. A stem and leaf plot allows us to take the stem and a leaf, an individual leaf, and combine them to create an individual number. So as you can see, here are our stems. They're on this side, the 7, 8, and the 9. Those are our stems. And over here, we have our leaves. Here's a leaf, and here's a leaf, and here's a leaf, and on and so on. What we do is we combine those individually to create a number. So, for example, our first data item is 70. We combine the stem with the leaf, and we get 70. And then we get 76. That's the next biggest one. Now, there are no more leaves associated with the 7 stem. So we move on to the next one, and now we're here at the 8 stem. We take the 8 stem and we combine that with the first leaf. That gives us 82. And then the stem with the next leaf, which is 84. And then the stem with the next leaf, which is 86, and so on. Now, we can get all of these guys, and then we can graph them all down at the bottom. So we have 88, 88, 88, 92, 96, 96, and 98. I think I got them all there. So what we'll do is we'll create a dot for each one of those in our dot plot. So we have a 70, a dot there. We have one at 76, one at 82, one at 84, 3 at 88. So we have 1, 2, 3 at 88. We have 1 at 92, so we'll put 1 there. 2 at 96, right there. And then 1 at 98, and that is our dot plot. Once again, let's just quickly, we'll find the mode. The mode here is what? Where do we find our mode? Oh, it's right there. It's the one that has the most data items, so that's going to be, our mode is going to be 88. And what's our range? Well, we find our highest item, and we subtract our lowest item from it. So 98 minus 70 gives me 28. So my range is 28, and that is all there is to it.